everybody. If you're tuning in after the live, I greatly appreciate you as always. I greatly appreciate everybody who tunes in during the live. Just please, please, please make sure you hit that like button, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics. I cannot state that anymore, how much it truly does help me push through the analytics. Without each and every one of you, my content would not get out the way it does. So I greatly appreciate everybody. Um, I was just setting up my stuff, as it did take just a second to get everything set up tonight, but that's okay, because it'll give you a chance to get in here. It'll get everybody a chance to be situated and whatnot. But we do have a lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about tonight. As I think it's going to be a really important update. As we can see, XRP's down 0.48%. 11 people in here now. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like button, as it will greatly help advance this content during the live. I greatly appreciate everybody who's tuning in. I'm just trying to send everything out right now, because it would not let me set up my stream the way I like to before the live. So that's always a little frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. But that's not going to stop us from doing the live, just because of a little bit of an error with trying to put my stuff out. So if you could share this, I would greatly appreciate it. Let me turn the comments on as well. Trading with J-Rye, welcome in. X-Raptor, good evening. True, welcome in. Richard, Mr. Extra Sour, Cream Taco Supreme, good evening. Sir Can, welcome. Terry, welcome. You did not miss the live. You did not miss the live. It's just, I wasn't able to post the live before I came on, so it makes it a little more difficult for me to put everything out, so that everybody can see it. But you know, it is what it is. I can't always have things work 100%, as you know. But I'm just glad that everybody's here. So if you just give me a split second, I'm just trying to see if everybody gets here so that nobody misses it. 35 people in here now. Make sure to hit that like button, as that is the most important thing that we can do, is hit that like button to push everybody in here. We just had the daily close at 8 o'clock, and we did close, as you'll see, and I'll timestamp this in a minute. Good evening, Christopher. We did have what looks like, in the daily time frame, a Dragonfly Doji, I suppose you could say, close in there. There's a lot of, or you could just say, I don't know, it's tough. Could you say a hammer candle there? I don't know. You could, I suppose. I suppose you could say that was a hammer candle. But that would be up to everybody's interpretation. Sunny day while we wait. Not yet. Because I'm talking while we wait. But really, I guess the most important thing is do you think this death cross is going to play out? Or do you think there's any validity to the patterns we're on right now? We had dragonflies. We had, I guess that could be a hammer candle. But I want to know, what does everybody think? Does everybody think this is going up or going down? Just out of curiosity. See where the audience is at tonight. Man, we need some reloads. Up. Darth Vader candle. Yeah, I could see that. Up. Still looking for a small rally. Same. I'm still looking for a touch in here where the death cross is going to happen, for transparency. So I'm on the same page. I'm looking for that same rally. Whether or not we get it, that's another question. I appreciate 38 of you being here now. 24 likes. Greatly appreciate that. Always means a lot to me. More than you know, actually. More than you know. You know, it's difficult, too. No, you're fine, True. You're fine. No problem. Carpathian, welcome in. But True, don't worry about it. No, it's a little irritating with YouTube the last couple days. As you guys know, I like to have everything set up before I come on, and YouTube just has not given me that ability. It's messed with my stream the last couple days, and I'm not exactly sure why. So, ever since the update, there was an update that it forced update that on my tablet, and ever since then, 2 days ago, it has not been fun. Has not been fun. So, anyhow, I can't do anything about that. I appreciate everybody who's found their way here. It might be a smaller group tonight again because it made me upload this like 3 or 4 separate times. So it's very frustrating, to be honest with everybody. So I'm going to do the best I can tonight to give you the proper stream. So good evening, 8:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, September 6th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I do appreciate everybody who's tuning in. As I said, we're kind of in between here, as it's debatable. Is this a hammer candle or is it more of a dragonfly candle? It's really going to depend on this candlestick, what's going to happen from here on out. We really need to see a little bit of positive momentum. If we wanted to invalidate what looks like a foregone conclusion, or that we're going to have the death cross, we need to break this up. Trending resistance here. Welcome in, Jeff. I appreciate you tuning in greatly. RPS, no problem. I do my best. I do my best. So we have this uptrending resistance in this ascending triangle pattern at 505. We're trying to see if this death cross is going to be valid. Yep, hammer. I agree. Looks like a hammer. And please, yes, hit that like button. Hit that like button as it's we are in interesting territories here with YouTube. Very interesting, because I love the platform. I do. But sometimes lives can be rather stressful, because it will not do what I want. And it will not allow me to put things the way I want. But aside from that, I'm doing great today. I think it's been a pretty good day. With XRP, I think we have a lot of nervous people in the audience, a lot of nervous people watching. What happens next if a Bitcoin ETF gets approved? Oh, it's going to have a rally. When Bitcoin rallies, XRP is going to have a rally. This could be the liquidity that it fills here before some of these major announcements. I could totally see that happening with XRP, with Bitcoin, this being a momentous occasion, if there was to be a Bitcoin ETF. But right now, as it is, JP Morgan came out yesterday and said that they might be pressured into doing the Bitcoin ETF, which wouldn't surprise me. I could see that as being the case as well. Hope XRP pump soon as work is kicking out. Yeah, that's with everybody. Matt, welcome in. But if the ETF, it'll bring liquidity into the market. But right now, we've got to deal with the short-term narrative right now. We're still below the uptrending resistance. It still seems like we're trying to trend our way back up here for a rejection around the 524, maybe a further run up to that 537 area. But it's going to be very, very difficult for us to gain momentum with this volume push right now. Don't forget to put money to the side to buy dips. Would you rather pay 50 cents or $1,000 a coin? The moon is coming. Well, I mean, $1,000 a token, that depends who you talk to. I like to talk logically. $1,000 a token with a 53 billion circulating supply. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Let's just get to all-time highs. But yes, 50 cents is cheap. But if the death cross happens, isn't 44.8 more? Isn't that cheaper? Right now, it's no man's land if you're going for the first buy, if that's what you're talking about. If you're looking to add to your portfolio, you can do it however you want. But if you're looking for opportunity, having a death cross looming, which will be in the next 2 to 3 candles, once that happens, we'll end up coming down here on a technical drop to the 448 area, first drop. And then if that were to not pan out and we were to get rejected there, you technically have a farther ambition here if we were to break down. Technically, you can see we're still on the outside of the short-term formation drop. This was the short-term drop. We've stayed on the outside of this. And let's just say we come up here and we get rejected at 54. Coming down 448, and then around the 38 cents. Oh no, we're all staying positive here. But I like to be positive in a more reasonable sense. Okay, we bought it at 36 cents or 40 or 50 or 60, wherever you bought it. And now we're trying to get up. And, you know, if you bought where I at 35, but somebody said 50. So if we do it from 50 cents, so we're at 50 cents, what's wrong with saying, okay, well, we're going to go up 700% and we're going to challenge all-time highs. Instead of, you know, I'm holding my overall high hopes on 1,000 or 5. I think if it got to $3.50, it would change a lot of the audience fortunes. I do. Because you're talking about going from 10,000 shares at $5,000 to over 35,000. That gives you a little bit of capital that you can do some stuff with. Now, I admit that's nowhere near where I want to go. But like you, Christopher, I try to give positivity through a more realistic approach. Even though I don't deny that there is a scenario where XRP could be a 4-digit coin. It's just in another world right now. That's when all the on-demand liquidity comes this way. That's, to me, that's if you would have a stable coin at such a high, you know, at a $1,000 level, and it would be kind of like the basket for all of cryptos. But that's another story for another day. Right now, make sure to hit that like button, everybody. 63 people here, 36 likes. I would greatly appreciate it, as I need your help more than ever since YouTube won't let me put the streams on before so that everybody can see they're about to start. So now it's kind of like we're scrambling. As I, for a while, was able to put it on, but now, as you seen yesterday, it was a debacle. Today, same thing, twice in a row. It just would not show my screen. So therefore, I'm shocked that 63 people have found their way here again. It's just the last 2 days. It feels like a major shadow ban, and it's a shame. But I do appreciate everybody who finds their way. Or Crypto Solo Scrooge in the house. I greatly appreciate you tuning in. If you're interested in Sologenic, make sure to watch Crypto Solo Scrooge. He does a phenomenal job. Oh, I appreciate the fact you got the notification, Mr. Extra Sour Cream Taco Supreme. You probably got the notification I sent out. I sent one out through YouTube after this started. That's what was taking so long. I actually didn't even send out everything I wanted to, because you get to a point where you're just trying to cover everything, and it makes it very difficult to try to scramble and do everything, you know what I'm saying. There's no marketing team here. There's nothing behind the doors. It's me alone, and all of you. You know, so it can get pretty interesting here. Yes, I'm missing Miss Vicky as well. I do as well. She was in, not last night, but the night before, she was in the 11:47 p.m. stream, which, you know, I enjoyed that stream a lot. It's just, you know, my mentality, as soon as you switch that, the time going live after midnight, YouTube start tripping. Yep, it did too. It did. Right after I did that live, we had 30 people in there when we did it too at that point. And it's been tripping on me for the last few days. And it's a shame, because I like to have everything set up. No, Johnson, you didn't miss anything important yet. We're just talking about the death cross here that's looming. The fact that in the immediate drop pattern that we're below this formation, we're waiting for this. This is looming. I consider this, it's going to happen in the next 1 to 2 candles. I'd prefer to be on this chart, because this is the ascending triangle pattern, and our next drop would have to be around here. Obviously, we have this support here, but I'm not sure that 484 is going to hold that area, or 4835. So I think our next major support is that uptrend at the 449 area, or 448. So that's what's in between, and that's the rising channel support. So that's what's holding on in between here, between the 2020 uptrend and now the rising channel that was formed at the early to mid, about third month. We've got January for the uptrend. Actually, I guess it was January, October and January. So it's been going on about 10 months to a year here, this formation. And these are bearish reversals if you can't break out of the rising channel to the bullish side. We had a very big breakout attempt, but we just came right back in it. And that was on the news of what happened with the SEC, or with the judge, you know, giving temporary life to XRP. So, I mean, that's where we're sitting right now. there's not a whole lot more to say about what's happening in the current formation. We're stuck in the 7 flow. We're stuck between the fact that technical traders are going to have a very hard time buying into XRP right now, and knowing that there's a looming death cross. If you understand the charts, most people aren't going to enter with that formation. They would rather pay a few $100s more and make sure we get on top of the short-term trend and then have a breakout attempt instead of buying here and then get rejected by this death cross. The majority of people that understand technical analysis, this will deter them. This will absolutely deter everybody. Yes, that's exactly what's going on. Oh, I better pull this back up. That's exactly what's going on. It's in a much bigger bear flag. It really is. Who said that? Nestor, absolutely great observation. That's exactly what's going on in the grand scheme. If you want to show me support, you can send a YouTube super chat, or you can join Tom's Army, which would be the greatest gift of all, as I don't do paid promotions, advertisements, sponsorships of any kind. I have met the request of most because some just don't want to, some don't want to do it through YouTube. So that, what I just pinned, is for anybody who wants to show support but doesn't want to do it through YouTube. There's a few ways to do it, but the only thing I ask is you hit the like button. We have 69 people in here, 52 likes, and share this on YouTube. If you share this, this will allow us to reach more people. I don't have the ability to reach more than that. You guys can help. The more of us that hit that like button, though, it really sticks it to YouTube, and they really do have to push the content. The only thing YouTube cares about is that like button when you're live. The comments are great, but the likes allow activity. It allows YouTube to know that it's reaching a likable audience. I can't even overstate that more. I really can't. So if we take this out, I know we've been looking in the daily time frame, and I know we've been stuck in the same exact trend. It seems like forever. It gets boring, but we have to fight through it. This is where we have to keep our emotions in check. This is where there's not as much fun stuff to talk about because it's on a downward trend. But for me, it's all fun. Whether it's going up or down, as long as you're setting up a plan, it can be fun. This can be fun, and it can be educational. And you can start to make a set plan for when you're going to start buying. The one thing that is still concerning me here, even if you wanted to say we could break out, this looks like a Batman top form. This looks like a right arm that is trying to form here. And if it does, it's trying to, I think, tell us we're going to come down here. Because I don't see any way this formation can hold. I really don't. I really don't. And as everybody knows, it's Wednesday. So it's our weekly buy of algo, our $75 a week. So I don't know how many are still following with that. But you know, I may pull the Uno reverse card if and do it strategically because of the formation we're in with algo. It's possible. It's possible. Tomorrow's the last day for any potential. Yeah, I understand what's going on with PayPal, Venmo, and all that. That's why I don't like to use it. Trust me, Crypto Roger. I just got so many people that have been saying it, and so I figured I'd put it out one day. I get probably 0.5% that donate, so I'm not even sure what the point of it is. Because I think anybody who wants to donate will join Tom's Army, or might send a super chat every now and then. I don't think anybody's really looking to go outside of the realm of the possibility to do it, which I understand. Miss Vicky, welcome in, love. It's so great to see you in here. YouTube's been very mean to me the last 2 days, Miss Vicky. I've had to try to start my stream 3 separate times the last 2 days, and it's really hurting my reach. Which is a shame because I know everybody who's normally here wants to be here, but, you know, I'm doing the best I can. But it is really frustrating. They have to try to do it over and over and over. To put it in perspective, I wanted to come on at 7:47. So it really, it's a real pain in the you-know-what. And I don't know what's going on with it, because even on my phone right now, I'm trying to pull up chat, and it keeps turning it down every single time, which makes it extremely difficult. Mark, Thank you for that $4.99. I greatly appreciate that. I do. And I appreciate everybody finding their way in here. I know it's been a little weird the last 2 days because it's, I don't know. I'm not even trying to describe what's going on with YouTube, to be honest with you. I don't know. And honestly, I don't even want that pinned on there. I don't. I would much rather see anybody who wants to show support. I would much rather not have to go outside of the means of, hey, I have to do this and open this and do that. If you wanna show me support in the most simplest form, hit that like button. That's the most simplest form. I'm very appreciative of everybody. Hit that like button. Share this. It allows everybody to get in here, even if I'm getting shadow banned. And then I'll do what Miss Vicky said. I'll simply just share Tom's Army. If you want to show me support, there's Tom's Army. Forget all that other mumbo jumbo. Forget all the other stuff. The YouTube, all that other stuff. Yeah, it happens. It happens, believe me. It happens. But I'm used to it. I'm nobody special. So they have no reason to really push me. So with Algo, I am special to a growing audience. But as far as in the YouTube sphere, I'm not controlled opposition, so it makes it very difficult. That's why I need everybody's help. That's why I always say that. I really do. I need everybody's help in pushing the content. It's that simple. And now I don't even know what happened. My stuff is like beeping. There is definitely a lot of suppression in YouTube. Algo has to break out sometime, don't you think? I do. And right now, while I have everybody's attention, I want to do the Winning Wednesdays where we do our $75 purchase of Algo. I was just looking over the chart real quick. As Algo right now, as Algo is still in what looks like a descending triangle, it looks like. Or I guess you could say a bear flag. But it's in a very poor rotation here. It is in a very poor rotation. And a rejection here. I mean, we really could be falling down a lot farther here. But we're buying it in steps here to get to 10,000 tokens. So right now, again, we're almost the same as where we were at last week. I'll take a look right now at exactly what it looks like. But I do appreciate everybody who's tuning in for Winning Wednesdays. It means a lot to me. If you're buying Algo, how many do we have left? 74 people in here, so I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And as we know, the topic of crypto isn't as popular right now. When crypto's dumping, a lot of people don't think it's necessary to watch, which I think it's the complete opposite. I think these are opportunities. Algo right now is down 97%. 97%. Or 96% from its swing high. So, last week we got 764 tokens. But what I'm going to do, because I've had a lot of people that have wanted me to split things up in a certain way, and I said I was going to do this last week. So right now, and Miss Vicky's here, so $50 this week. I'm not doing 75 anymore on Algo. I think the rotation's working out nicely, but I have another ulterior motive here. So right now I'm going to do 50 in Algo. That's what it does, Terry. But remember, those that are clickbait are likely paid. They have paid partnerships with the people who run the big platform. They've agreed to the partnerships, the promotions, the advertisements, to run the ads that they want, to have that friendly content that they want. That's why I always say it's very easy to spot. I can see it every single day. It's just, it gets old. So I'm doing $50 today on Algo. It's going to be 510 tokens. And you'll see why in a second. Miss Vicky, you already know why. $50 here. Because I don't want to over budget everybody by doing 3 different tokens for 3 different prices. And we already have to do FOMO Fridays, as we're in the middle of Sologenic right now with $50 a week. So right now we're doing $50 on Algo. And who stayed? 73 people, and I appreciate the 71 likes. So we're going to preview trade. We get 510 tokens. Wait a minute, what is going on here? No, I want $50. I'll pull. It's not very hard. 510 tokens. What is going on here? Okay, hold on. Sorry. Uphold was having an issue. This doesn't even make any sense. Every time I tried to buy it, it keeps, I don't know what is going on. Okay, so let's try this again. Everything is being a problem. Here we go. So actually $51. I'm going to do 51 to cover the $1 fee. As you know, I like to do that. So $51. So it'll be 521 algo. Confirm trade. I apologize, it took longer than I anticipated. So now with algo, we have, and who else is buying it? No. You can't see my trade. I can't show you it on Uphold. Anybody who's been doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks, I'll show you after. I can't show you it on my thing for, I'm not going to have my information stolen. I'm not saying anybody here is, but nefarious characters. Plus, beyond that, Uphold won't let me do it while I'm live. They won't even let me take a screenshot of my own account. So I have to show you this. So right now, we put the $51, gave us 521 tokens. We have 5,414 tokens at an average of 0.1072, and that's what the overage charges. Today's price is 0.9411. So, and that is right there. So, I mean, you're going to have to turn that around and see, and that's the total amount right now. It's worth $509 in algo. So, that's that. I'm not getting into everything about the actual purchase. You guys can do what you want. I'm not gonna be the center of debate because I hate going into it. It always brings it into a weird direction. If you want to send it somewhere, send it somewhere. But I am not going to be in discussion with that. I'll talk more about that in a couple more days. Just not right now. Let's see. And then Gala. Gala, I'm going to do $25. So, Miss Vicky, Gala, as you know, we bought our first $50 in. And Gala right now, as I told her I would work us up to 10,000 in a strategic fashion. Where the heck is Gala? Oh, here it is. It's at 1610. 10,000 tokens is all I'm looking for. So $25 this week is going to be another good deal. Looks like it's probably going to continue to break down for us down to that 011 level. So $25 for Gala. But yes, if you understand how to take it off the exchange, take it off the exchange. I encourage you, if you know what you're doing, take a measure of security. It's just, I'm not going to promote another way right now. Let me just put it this way. As far as who I trust as an exchange, Uphold I trust more than anybody because they deal with the delivery of precious metals. But as I've always said, I don't want to be the person who tells you what to do because that is not my area of expertise. However, the Zoom wallet, if you're going to do it and you don't understand, go through the Zoom wallet if you're going to send your XRP somewhere and it's tied to the XRP ledger. So, like, that is an option that everybody can use. Absolutely. I don't know. I don't buy it because I'm not going to get it shipped off of Uphold. I'm just saying it's available to everybody. I wouldn't do it. But the fact that they do that, it means that they have another layer of security that they have to abide by. I don't understand. Uphold is being really, really, really weird right now. It never takes this long to do this, by the way. It's just every time I do something, it seems to want to... It keeps switching it to an amount that I don't have it for, which is really weird. Okay. So, for 25... we will get 1,463 Gala. So, no, Uphold's usually pretty good. So now we have it. And now with Gala, we have 4,121 tokens. Only $66 in it right now, roughly. Actually, it's about 70. We should be down about $3 or so. So, that's what we have right now with Gala. And there's the trade right there. So I appreciate everybody who's tuning in on Winning Wednesdays and is trying to stay ahead of this market and wants to stay ahead and is trying to figure this out. It is a long journey. I acknowledge that. But I do appreciate everybody who's tuning in. It does mean a lot. As it's 9:13, I am getting close to the limit here. I've got to go check on my son. I know Julie's not feeling the greatest today with her foot. It's swelled up and whatnot. But we are getting very close to her surgery date. So, but one last thing with Gala, if we want to come up for a rejection, we're looking at 018. But ultimately, I think we're trending down into this area more than likely. The Gala lawsuit, no, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, but we'll get into that on another day. I don't have time to talk about that right now, to be honest with you. It's definitely going to allow for better buying opportunities, that's for sure. You know, we're getting a better rotation right now out of Gala. So that's always a good thing. But as far as XRP, we're looking at this death cross that's looming. We could very well get a retest up at the death cross right around here at 52.4. But other than that, if we were to get rejected at this area, we would be looking for a pretty substantial drop here. So first area would be 446 or 448. And then ultimately, if that were to get a rejection, you'd go down to the 2020 uptrend around 38 cents. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to go check on my son and Julie. Until I see you next time on the live, hopefully tomorrow it goes smoothly. But I do appreciate everybody.